actually met Marvis in a very strange way. My mom actually had an accident, and I visited UBTH in Benin City here. And then the side of my mom was a guy called Marvis. And then at the end of the day, we noticed that he had been through a series of operations that failed. And at that time, I got to know him. He's not my brother. He's not my cousin. I just met him at the hospital. That was how I got to know Marvis.
Good afternoon. My name is MARVIS, IGBINIGIE, MARVIS OSAZEE. I am a Benin boy from Edo State, Nigeria. I was born into a family of just 2 boys, myself and my elder brother. For my parents, I lost my dad in the year 1999, 23 years ago. For my mom, I was told she died 4 months after my birth. So I was raised by my paternal grandmother. She's of age now, she's in her late 90s. She did well for me, all thanks to her. Well, this whole issue started August 2018, when I first had the very first seizure of my life that just came, after which I started having reoccurrence of seizures that led me to the hospital, University of Benin Teaching Hospital, UBTH, Benin City here in Edo State, Nigeria. I was diagnosed and I was told there was a foreign object inside my brain. So after which I was admitted on the 15th of February 2019 for a brain arteriovenous malformation surgery, AVM. February 20, 2019, I was rolled down to the theater. Between February 20 and 21st, I did two major brain surgery twice, one of which part of my skull, a craniotomy was done on me. Part of my skull was removed and healing right on my thigh. By the time I woke up, I discovered this part of my body was no longer working. So with the help of the physiotherapist, my leg picked. Thank God I can barely walk with it. For this hand, since 2019, it has not been working, but I hope soon it will start working. I spent 2 months, 3 weeks in the hospital bed. I was admitted, like I said, I was admitted February 15, 2019. I did the surgery February 20 to 21st, 2019. April 5th, 2019, I was discharged. Meanwhile, my surgeon advised I carry out that surgery, that third stage, before a year from the date of discharge, which was April 5th, 2019. But because there was no fund, I was everywhere until I met some group of youth, some group of people that also assisted me. I was able to carry out the operation. And then this year, August 2022, I found favor. I went for the surgery at Garaki Hospital, Abuja. It wasn't successful. According to my surgeon, he said I was bleeding seriously, so they have to quickly manage and revive me back. So the other Saturday, which was August 27th, this very year, 2022, they took me to the theater again the second time. To the glory of God, the surgery was successful. Thank God I am back now. And meanwhile, part of my skull that was removed, the skull was no longer valid because they said it has stayed long outside my head. So therefore, a titanium mesh was constructed. What is covering here is no longer my God-given skull, but an artificial skull that was constructed due to my natural skull that got failed as a result of staying outside my head for a very long time.
The process. It was a tedious one, of course, but we knew that the vision that God had given to Vital Life Foundation is one that entails saving lives, giving them Christ and giving them life, physically and biologically. And that is exactly what transpired and inspired us to get into this project. It was not an easy one, because convincing people of this project, the nature of the country, they think it's a scam, but we did all we could by reaching out to everybody we could reach out to. Went down to the General Market Square, went to campuses, wrote to different organizations, and we did even ask every youth across Nigeria to give 1,000 naira each, because the cost needed for that operation at first was 70 million, and then we proposed if we could get 70,000 youths across the nation giving 1,000 naira, and that could give us 70 million. And I wouldn't lie to you, the turn-up was quite impressive. Putting on social media, the street billboards and everywhere, people gave 1,000 with an account that was created in his name, joint account. And then we got close to some few millions, about 3.7. We actually utilized to further treat him, took care of him before we finally saw the light of the day. When the project came to me, I had to present it to the VEC of the Vital Life Foundation. VEC meaning Vital Life Foundation Executive Council. These are brains that are so powerful and so insightful. And then we sat down, we strategized, and we said, okay, since we can't get this, why don't we go on an adventure to see if we can get this done cheaper? And then lucky for us, after our adventure, we noticed that Abuja had gotten the equipment of recent, and that reduced the price drastically. That was what I call, wow, God showed up. And then something of 70 million naira was reduced to just 5 million naira. So at this point, the state government, we wrote to him again, and then immediately the Governor OSAZEE responded swiftly, fast, and gave us the money needed. And immediately MARVIS was taken to Abuja with a led team, which is sent the secretary with Brasapolo, a pastor also, and his brother Brachilks. And then they went down to Abuja, and in the span of 2 weeks, the operation was conducted, and I can tell you, it was successful. Everything that disturbed this young mind, the brain, was removed. The skull was rearranged, and it was wonderful. I can tell you, MARVIS is well, and will live his life again.
Well, my educational background was not funny at all. It was really tough, being that there was no parent to caution me. You know what I mean? I believe you understand. There was no parents. I had the privilege to do whatsoever I wanted to do. There was no parents, so it was not funny at all. But thank God, so far so good. I have a national diploma in public administration from Federal Polytechnic, Aushi, Edo State, Nigeria. By the special grace of God, I am a young author. I have so far authored one book, Success Companion, a Youth Guide, by IGBINIGIE, MARVIS, OSAZEE, myself in person.
Wow, MARVIS is just a definition of grace, favor, life. I can't explain. It's just a miracle. Yes, I know to come to that. Yes, it's important to state the vision of the Vital Life Foundation. Very easy and clear. Vital Life Foundation is with a vision, birthing, building, and reviving gifts and talents for the gospel of Jesus Christ and for community development. It is that part of community development that gave birth to the project we call the NGI, tagged the Next Generation. Through that project, we reach out to humanitarian services, entrepreneurship, trying to eradicate poverty, and also trying to remove this abroad syndrome. So we are just trying to make sure the economy grow. That's why you see youth like, by the grace of God, Youth in Vital Life Foundation, we want to stay in this country and make sure this country work. And it's important to state this Vital Life Foundation, like people think it's not a church. No, it's just that it's a gospel-based foundation that does things in the kingdom manner, following the kingdom precepts and principles. So we have to pray, we have to, because why? Because we believe the doctors actually treat, but God heals. For your own note, I am actually a pastor and a member of the Rock of Ages Christian Assembly, and my father, of course, is the global Apostle Charles OSAZEE. So you can be sure that Vital Life Foundation is not a church, but a gospel-based NGO. From the support we got from the general public, wonderful Nigerian youth, wonderful, we still have good youth, and the one we got from the governor himself, the government, Edo State Governor Obaseki, we could save by the grace of God, not with the money, MARVIS. And that means if we can have more partners come into this, we can save more souls. I can tell you there are more people that have written to the foundation we need to take care of. People have kidney problems, heart problem, more brain problem, sickle cell problem. And we need to really not just pray, but also act to save them. So we are calling on everyone. Just a penny of yours can save lives. Just much money from you and little money from you, no matter how it is, can save lives. So international NGO, national NGOs, government bodies, philanthropies, churches, everyone that have the heart to give. I believe if you partner with Vital Life Foundation, we can actually solve a lot of humanitarian and, of course, physical problems.
I also want to quickly thank the pioneer and the visionary of Vital Life Foundations, Pastor Osayendo Okwongai. For being by me, he was like a father, he was like a big brother all through from the start to the end. I want to say thank you, sir. Thank you so much. God bless you. And to the entire crew and members of the Vital Life Foundations, may God reward you all. Also, I want to thank my grandmother for raising me to the glory of God. Yes, it was not funny, but when almost everybody gave up on me because my parents died very, very early, she took me up, she raised me. All thanks to her. I want to thank the Vital Life Foundations for taking my matter as if it was their own personal problem. And also, I cannot forget the Executive Governor of Edo State, Governor Godwin Nongegase Obaseki. To Nigeria youth, thank you for being by my side. Thank you for supporting me. To my friend, that stunned brother, Shime Shukuka God's power. He has never said no to me. I want to say a big thank you to him. And to the man I took as a father along the road during this journey, Mr. Famous Osamudiame Igwisi. I want to say thank you for being there for me. You were like a father. Everyone thought you were actually my father or uncle, but you were just a man that took up my case along the line. Thank you so much. May God bless you.
I want to use this medium to appreciate, first of all, God Almighty for this vision of light, vital life, giving life. I want to appreciate God for this. I want to appreciate every member of Vital Life Foundation, young people who do not have much but have the passion to save humanity. I want to appreciate every member of Vital Life Foundation, the members of the Executive Council, VEC, and of course, the one who gave us the money, the big man, Governor Obaseki, His Excellency. Thank you so much. And also to every Nigerian student out there. And of course to my spiritual coverage, of course. He was always there praying for me, giving me wisdom, giving me knowledge and everything needed. My father, Pastor Charles OSAZEE, and my mother, Pastor Mrs. Deborah OSAZEE. I want to say a big thank you to everyone. May God bless you all.